President Obama, General Electric CEO Jeff Immelt, and China's communist government all have something in common. Each are expressing solidarity with the Occupy Wall Street protesters tonight. My next guest says that should tell you all you need to know about the direction this movement and this government is heading. Radio host and good friend of the show, Neal Boortz, joins us now. Neal, it's a pleasure. Welcome back to Freedom Watch.
How come you're not in Las Vegas with us?
Because I'm here at work. Are you surprised, Neal Boortz, that the president supports the crowd in Wall Street, and Jeff Immelt, who runs General Electric, supports the crowd in Wall Street, and the communist Chinese support the crowd that's demonstrating in Wall Street?
No, not at all. I mean, he's following a pattern here. In the early 1900s, Lenin had a name for these people. And if he was around right now, he'd use this name for the children on Wall Street. He would call them useful idiots. These are people that have a certain unease about the future. Where am I going to get a job? How am I going to pay off my student loan? What do I do with a major in history? And so they're protesting. They have real doubts about their future. And then people like Obama and Immelt and the labor unions and the Socialist Workers' Party and the rest of these crowds, they say, wow, we have these kids, they're agitated, they don't know where they're going, they don't know what their cause is. Let's move in, let's co-opt them for us. Let's ride on their enthusiasm, let's ride on their publicity, and maybe they can help us continue the destruction of free enterprise in America.
Now, we have sent some of our producers down there. As you know, it's not too far from where we are now. In fact, over the weekend, they were right outside the building. And we have found the following. You see a lot of "Don't Tread on Me" flags. You see a lot of Ron Paul for President T-shirts. You see a lot of mini gatherings within the big gathering of libertarians who are denouncing the Federal Reserve, who are saying bring the troops home now, who are denouncing the IRS. And every once in a while, when they denounce the Federal Reserve and they say bring the troops home now, even the big government crowd, the ones that you were just characterizing, cheer in approval. What do you make of that?
Well, it is, again, if you have a crowd that has a lot of enthusiasm but no true direction, move in there and see if you could steer them. And thank God the Ron Paul supporters. Thank God the people who are questioning the Fed. Thank goodness the people who have some interest in freedom and liberty are moving in there to try to steer this crowd as well. But right now, I'm afraid the larger influence, Judge, may be had by the labor unions, the Socialist Workers' Party, the People's Party. It's a fight for the minds of these undirected kids who have some angst, but just don't know how to channel it.
All right.
Now, Obama, he wants his Tea Party. Maybe these people can be his Tea Party.
Recently, you accused the president, and I agree with your accusation, of assaulting individualism and self-reliance. How so?
Barack Obama believes that the greatness of America comes from government, not from the dynamic of free people working under the rule of law in a free market economy. To Barack Obama, the more government, the greater America is. And you build government by destroying self-reliance and by increasing the dependency of the people on that government. That's his game plan. That's the hand he's playing, and he's doing a marvelous job of it. And I'm afraid, Judge, if we do not stop him in this next election, the fight may become unwinnable.
I have the same fear. Neal, it's a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir.